What is up, everybody? True Evil here, and today we're going to talk about the new double banner on Persona 5 The Phantom X because it's a really great banner, and what I mean by that, Minami is one of the best healers in the game, and personally is my favorite side story character so far. And we also have Yui, who's one of the synergy characters, and is sort of got that Hasuin Miku vibe with the hair, and is a really cool character if you're into her. But I would say that we have to be pretty limited with our pulling because, one, we're on an accelerated schedule, so this patch is only going to last 2 weeks. And what that means is, well, we're going to have a new character really soon. So if we do pull on any of these, then we're not going to be able to have enough to be able to guarantee maybe a character you want that's coming soon, say like Fox or Queen. So because of that, we have to be sparing and we have to know exactly what we want. Now, let's talk about Minami first because Minami has a lot of things around her just because we're sort of in an awkward place where we do know what happens in CN, but we're on an accelerated timeline and they have said that they're not going to necessarily release characters in the same way. And I've played a lot of gacha games where this happens, like Girls Frontline 2, where a character that was released 8 months into the game got released like a month and a half into the game. And it sort of throws off characters in a weird way with the content. And because of that, we do know that Minami is the best healer in the game, pretty much the for at least a year. So definitely a really great character to pull for longevity purposes. And also, we do know another thing, which is she gets added to the standard banner in CN. Now, we don't have confirmation of this in the global version, but I do think we will 100% get her in the standard banner. Now, the thing is, though, is I don't think we're going to get her immediately like they did in CN. I believe Minami came out in 1.2 and got released on the standard banner at 1.3. In this version of the game, Minami is coming out at 1.1. And I do not think she'll be added to the standard banner on 1.2. What I do think they'll do, though, is wait till 1.3 and then release her. Now, this is all speculation, but I do think there will be a little bit too much community outrage if they do not do that. And because of that reason, I think you should just save your standard pools. As you can see here, what I did for my pulls is I made sure I pulled Rin because I really wanted Rin to go with my Joker. And now I'm just saving onto my standard pulls from Minami. Even though I really want to pull Minami, I don't think a healer necessarily is going to be a character that makes or breaks your account at the beginning of the game. Just because we're not at that hyper in-game section yet. And there's other healers you can use like Lufel. You can use Mona. Both of those healers are extremely strong, especially Soy. Those three healers are going to be able to cover pretty much any basis you need, where Mona has that revive and just insane amounts of healing. So in case if you can't one or two shot their team, Mona can just fully heal your team over and over again. And revive if you get the one shot. Lufel is going to make the fire team pop off, and Soy is just an amazing tank character that can dish out damage and heal at the same time with the taunt. So with that retrospect, I don't think you should pull Minami because there is a pretty high possibility she's going to the standard banner, so I wouldn't use the limited pulls on her. I would wait till the standard, even though it's not going to be like known. We don't have confirmation of it because, well, there'll definitely be outrage if not, and probably be added. So definitely remember that. I know it's really tempting, but this isn't a necessity now. And even if they don't add her to the standard banner, just pull her on a rerun. I think pulling her on a rerun will be totally fine. Don't get suckered into FOMO. Now, the next character I want to talk about is going to be Yui. And with Yui, if you're into her aesthetics, that's totally fine to pull for. She's not going to be a meta character in the game, but this is a story-driven single-player game, so pull who you like in that regard. But what I will say is that a lot of characters are going to come up because of the accelerated banners. More importantly, if you like Fox and you want Fox guaranteed or you want Queen guaranteed, you're going to need to check your pulls out because we don't know exactly when their banners are going to come, but they're going to come sooner rather than later, in my opinion. So, because of that, we need to really check in on Yui and be like, if I want Fox, it's not going to be guaranteed if I pull Yui. So, if you want either of those characters, then definitely have to decide which one you want guaranteed and which one you want to wait for the rerun. So, that's going to be the most important part for Yui. And now the next important part is just, well, we gotta be conservative with the pools because we don't know when things are going to be necessarily released. Now we do have a schedule of events, but because we're on that accelerated schedule, in August we might get hit with the summer event. And the summer event, we're going to get multiple characters that are absolutely amazing and pretty much must pulls in my opinion with the Modaha summer version. And because of that, well, I want to make sure I'm stocked up. So personally, I know Queen will probably come pretty soon rather than later. I want to be guaranteed Queen, so even though I want Minami, I may do a 10 pull, I may do 2 10 pulls for her, and that'll just be to build pity up for those banners I want guaranteed, and then I'll get Minami on the rerun if she's not added in the standard. So I think that's the best way to go about these banners. So I want to talk about a couple things before I end the video, and I've been seeing some people crash out over not knowing that Minami is going to be on the standard banner. And what I want you to do is to just take a deep breath and not treat it like the end of the world and panic pull on her because it's not confirmed. And a lot of people have been like commenting on some of my videos saying that they went to hard pity and lost it on Minami because they didn't announce the thing and they're quitting the game and because they lost their 50-50, and it's just like, you're going to lose 50-50s, right? Like that's just how gacha games are. And if I quit a gacha game just because I lost a 50-50, that's kind of crazy to me. But more importantly, don't panic. You gotta be calm. It's not going to be the end of the world if they don't add Minami onto the standard banner. Now, I do think they are going to do it though, so don't freak out with FOMO and being like, oh, if I don't pull her now, I might never get her. I think it's always just important to wait and see what happens. At 1.3, she's probably going to be on the standard banner, and if they don't add her on the standard banner, well, one, you'll have the standard banner pools saved up to see who they do add on to that, as well as, in the future they're going to rerun Minami, so if they don't add her on the standard, you'll just have tickets saved up for then. Don't panic pull and just freak out and it makes you burn out on the game and quit. You really have to have some self-control. And I understand too, because Minami is definitely a character I really want to pull right now. And it's looking pretty decent because, well, I really want dupes of Soy, I want dupes of Leon, but I think just waiting, knowing that we will be pulling a lot in the future, and just treating this patch as a pass and save up patch is just going to really make you enjoy the game a lot more. So just worry about building the characters you have for now and treating the game what it's supposed to be, like a really great story driven game. So that's it for now. See you guys next time.